a leader?
That's very true. Like we have to acknowledge that, you know, we are human.
Yeah.
You know, we do lean on our own understanding
Right.
at times.
Yeah.
More times than not. But, you know, we have to understand, and again, it goes back to giving yourself grace,
Yeah.
understanding that you're not perfect, and that when you or someone under you makes a mistake, it falls on you.
Yeah.
You know, when I had leadership teams and I was working for them, if we came back from a meeting and they say, "Oh, I didn't hear you say that," or "I don't remember you telling me that," or "The task didn't get done."
Right.
You know what? That's on me.
Yeah.
I didn't articulate that enough, clearer to you. So moving forward, I'm going to make sure that I articulate it as clear as possible.
Yeah.
But on top of that, I'm going to make sure you understand it before you leave
Yeah.
the meeting.
Yeah.
So now at this point, the responsibility is going to be on you.
Yeah.
But I think that as a leader, you understand that you make mistakes, but rarely do you make the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
You know, because now you're not learning, you're just doing the same thing, you're making the same mistakes, and you're not learning from those mistakes, which is going to affect your credibility as a leader. So I think that we should just definitely understand that we're going to make mistakes, but limit those mistakes and grow from those mistakes, and know that you don't want to make the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
You know, so that's just being a great leader. And then those people see that, okay, he took ownership, so he made it comfortable for me to take ownership moving forward. I don't want that to happen to me, so I'm going to make sure that everything that we've done in this meeting is crystal clear. And that makes everything more productive. That makes the team roll a lot smoother because your door is open. You know, it's an open door policy. So
being a father, being a husband, being just a leader as a man, how does it, to find out the best way to ask this question?
I'm scared of this question.
It's a simple question. I'm trying to work. So a lot of times as leaders, as men, we want to make sure everyone is happy, right? We want to make sure that our decisions are made in a way that everybody's happy, but that's not always going to happen.
No.
You know, you have to have the hard conversations, make the hard decisions, and not everybody in your life is going to like it. They're going to be upset.
Nope.
How do you navigate through that?
That's the hardest thing you could ever do. Like, it's not being a leader, being a husband, being a father of a son and a daughter is the hardest thing you could do on a daily basis. It is difficult because you're responsible for and excluding yourself, you're responsible for them, you're responsible, they all have different needs, different emotional needs, different views, and you have to make sure that you're going to, what you're going to do, how you're going to, the decisions you're going to make are going to positively affect their lives, whether they see it or not. I think that is one thing. Another thing is, what makes it easy is humility and collaboration. Collaboration is when you put it all on your shoulders, it's hard.
Unpack that more. Collaboration.
So, perfect example. At our house, one of our fence came down. So I was like, you know what? I researched on how to do it. I did, you know, it wasn't difficult. I was like, okay, it was just in a crazy area. So I was like, okay, me and my son, we're gonna do this. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna do it together. And we did it, and how I did it is I made him inclusive in it. So I'm like, son, we gotta get this, we gotta get that. What do you think's the best way to, you know, I'm asking for his collaboration. I'm asking for his input. I want him invested in this project just as much as I am. I want him to be proud of this project just as much as I am. So I'm going to ask for his input on some things because I value his opinion. At being 21, I have to value it because I've invested in it. Why would you not value your investment? You know? So I value what he says. I know it's coming from a good place. So I'll collaborate. I'll ask him. I'll pick his brain. And we got that fence up. And we look at it, and that's a prideful thing for us. We put a fence up. We're gonna put a pool in the backyard next. You know, we're gonna do that.
Yourself?
He and I. Yeah, he and I. We're gonna do it together.
You gonna build a pool yourself?
Yeah, I'm lying, y'all. I'm lying. lying.
Okay.
I'm lying.
I'm like, Sean, can you please verify this, please?
I'm lying. But that sense of pride that we did that, it's like, okay, what can't we do together? We can do anything together, you know? So collaboration is key. So they have to be able, as a leader, you got to be able to say, you know, I can fall back just a little bit. You know, you can put him to the forefront, and he can be right there with you, and leading with you, and he can see it and know how to. Because now he knows how to be a leader. Mm-hmm. Now he knows a leader collaborates. Right. Now he knows that a leader can make mistakes. Mm-hmm. So you're doing more than just. It was more than just build a fence. Yeah. It was an opportunity to grow. My grandfather did the same thing for me. I know how to cut my own. I can take care of my yard without no problem because of my grandfather. Yeah. You know, and the same thing for him. I have pictures of my son at 10, cutting the grass, cutting the yard. 10 years old with a lawnmower, cutting the backyard. Because I wanted him to experience that. Yeah. I'm thinking a lifetime ahead. Once he has his home, if he wants a landscaper, by all means, go ahead. But if there were no landscapers in the world and you had a house, you could take care of your own house. So that is how we become great leaders. As fathers, as men, that is how we move forward. And as they get older, I would say the leading the family gets a little easier because now you have more people to bounce things off of. You know, you have a lot more people who are close to you, whose values and inputs you respect.